We had done the discussion number one. Number two, I was explaining you this one. This one, number 10. Find a relation between x and y such that this point is equidistant from this two. Okay, relation means equation. Relation means equation. So your answer will be an equation. You have to find the relation between x and y such that this point, let's call it P. There is a point P is equidistant. Equidistant means maintaining equal distance from the point this. So P is maintaining equal distance from this 3, 6 and also minus 3, 4. Are you getting it? If you are calling it, suppose you are calling it A, you are calling it B, that means the distance between P and A is same as the distance between P and B. Okay, we just need to use the distance formula. How we will get an equation from here? Believe me, you will be getting an equation from here. You just have to do x2 minus for P and A. Just focus PA, or you call it AP. APPA, it's the same thing. So x2 minus x1 whole square. Okay, so if you are just taking this one P as a x1 y1 and A as a x2 y2, then you can write it. Otherwise, if you are taking A as a x1 y1 and P as a x2 y2, then also you can write the distance formula. These two are exactly same thing. Okay, you think about it. In mathematics, B minus A whole square and A minus B whole square is the same thing, because both will give you A square, B square and minus 2AB. Yes or no? Yes or no? So will be, are you getting it what I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll be taking x2 minus x1. Suppose this is x2, this is x1 whole square, plus y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 whole square. This is our PA is equals to PB under root x2 minus x1. Okay, you can take any way, it's completely okay. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Then in quadratic equation chapter, who joined just now? Okay, Samya. We are doing question number 10, which says that find the relation between x and y such that point, okay, xy is maintaining equal distance from this and that, which you can see on the screen. P is maintaining equal distance from A and B. So that's why I have written the distance PA and the distance PB will be exactly same. I am not saying. Questions say that. Okay, question is saying that the distance P and PB are exactly same. Now we are just using the distance formula. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We are getting a square root on the LHS, square root term on the RHS. Now we will do is squaring both sides. In quadratic equation chapter, I told you, whenever you will have a square root on both sides, you just have to do is squaring both sides, and you will end up getting minus 3 minus x whole square plus 4 minus y whole square is equals to this one, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you just need to expand it by using the formula of a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square. If you are thinking that what to do with this minus 3 minus x, you can take your a, you can take your x as a minus 3 and y is just x. That way you can do, or there is one more way, you can take out minus sign common and you will end up having 3 plus x. But the minus sign which you are taking it out, that will take the power. If you are saying that you are taking out minus 1 common, so it will take the power 2. It will take the power 2. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
And due to that reason, it will be positive. Just 3 plus x whole square you will end up getting. From here to here, I am explaining. Is it making sense? Afreen and Samya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you will just end up having minus 1 square is just 1, and that is 3 plus x whole square. Okay, so yeah, then you will expand both sides. Of course, you will be getting one equation. Okay, where x will be there, y will be there. X square can be there, y square can be there. That is just the relation between x and y. That is equation. Okay, having x and y. Got it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Afreen, Samya, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 9 says that if Q is equidistant from P and R, then find the value of x. Again, equidistance, we have to use the same formula, that Q is equidistance from P and R. That means Q to P, the distance, and Q to R, the distance is same. That's what is written over here. Q is equidistance. That means Q is maintaining same distance from P and R. So QP and QR are same. You will use distance formula over here. You will use distance formula over here. And then you can see everything is known over here except this X. Okay. After this step, you will do squaring and very easily you will be able to find the value of X. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Also find the distance QR and PR. So the moment you are getting X value, then you will say R, which was given to us as a X, that became your X value. You will put over here and that comma 6. Now you just have to find the distance QR and distance PR, which will be just a value, okay, without any X and all. Getting it?
Yes,
Okay, none. We were discussing question 9 and 10. Okay, question number 10 just now we have covered. I was explaining to everyone that find a relation between x and y. That means equation between x and y, equation containing x and y, such that the point, this one, is equidistant from this point, that point. That means there is a point P whose coordinate is x comma y, that is maintaining same distance from this 3 comma 6, and the P is maintaining same distance from minus 3 comma 4. If you are calling it A, if you are calling it B, that means AP and PB both distance are same. That is given in the question. If you will use the distance formula, for this AP you will use the distance formula, and for this BP you will use the distance formula. Okay, you will be getting one equation containing x and y. Getting it, Inan?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, distance formula or midpoint theorem?
Distance formula. Okay, midpoint theorem you can use, but actually here so far we have not discussed midpoint theorem, and this question is not talking about finding the x and y value. This question says that find an equation. So distance formula will give you an equation. Here you will use the distance formula is square root. There you will use a square root. When you will do squaring both side, you will be getting one equation containing x and y. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Point formula, if you know anyone, it can give you x and y value, but we are not interested. We are not interested in getting x and y value for now. We are trying to find one equation containing x and y, so distance formula. Let's move and see. Find the value of y. Question number 8. Find the value of y for which the distance between P and Q is 10 unit. Okay, already it's given the distance between P to Q. The distance PQ is 10 unit. Find the value of y. You can see the P coordinate. You can see the Q coordinate. Here one unknown. Can you see y is there? The moment you will use the distance formula, that is equals to 10, then you have to do is squaring both sides. You have to do is squaring both sides. The moment you will do squaring both sides, you will be able to take out the value of y. Are you getting it, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Afrin, Samya, Inan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next one, let me check what else. So we need to take question number 5 now because we are done with all the other questions. 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated in at a point A, B, C, D. You can see 4 friends are sitting at a point A, B, C, D. Okay. As shown in the figure, Champa and Chameli walk into the class and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, don't you think ABCD is a square? Chameli disagree. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct. So we can see the coordinate of A. How? It is not given. By using class 9 coordinate geometry concept, the coordinate of A, x is 3 and y is 4. Can you see that? Are you getting it? Coordinate of a point B, we can clearly see x is 6 and y is 7. Can you see that, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Coordinate of a point C is x is 9 and y is 4. How easy is that? Coordinate of a point D is x is 6 and y is 1. You know the coordinate of A, you know the coordinate of B, C, D, all you know. You just have to check all the sides are of same length or not. If all sides are of same length, then we can agree that yeah, okay, it is a square. Making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, we are done with distance formula. Now today we will be starting with section formula. Section formula says that if you are having a straight line AB and if there is a point P, dividing your line in the ratio 1 is to 2 or maybe 2 is to 3 or maybe in any ratio. The point P is dividing the line in any ratio. We just know the ratio. Ratio means what? Ratio means suppose your AB length is suppose 10 centimeter. Actually AB is 10 centimeter. Okay. And the moment you are getting this point P, you realize that AP became 8 centimeter and the remaining became 2 centimeter. Now, if you are finding the ratio between AP to PB, I'm talking about this ratio that already this length and all, nothing will be given to you. Directly this ratio will be given and that too in reduced form. That is, can you see the ratio is 4 is to 1 over here? With this, all the data, can you see the ratio is 4 is to 1? So I can say that P is dividing the straight line AB in the ratio 4 is to 1. P is dividing AB in 4 is to 1, that ratio. Are you getting it? So these things will not be given to you. AB will not be given. 2 centimeter, 8 centimeter will not be given. Directly it will be written that there is a point P on the line AB, which is dividing the line in the ratio 4 is to 1. Okay. And the coordinate of A will be given to you, coordinate of B will be given to you, and hence find the coordinate of P. Okay, coordinate of A will be given to you maybe as a x1 y1, coordinate of B will be given to you maybe as a x2 y2 like this, and the ratio which I am saying 4:1, that ratio will be given to you as m1:m2. Then find the coordinate of P. So the section formula, focus on the name, section formula. Section means it is dividing our line. And yeah, it is, just a second. Yeah, let's continue. So if this point P is dividing the line in the ratio m1:m2, then the coordinate of P, just then the coordinate of P we can find by using a section formula. Section formula says that again, okay, we got this formula from coordinate geometry by taking so many concepts in consideration, but actually you need to know how to use the formula. Okay, from where the formula came, if we will start discussing, we will just devote the total class and it will never ever come anywhere. So you need to understand how to use the formula. Whenever you have to find the coordinate of P, then how to find the coordinate of P, or maybe if the coordinate of P is given and if we have to find the ratio, then how we will be finding the ratio. Okay, so for finding the coordinate of P, that is x comma y, there is a formula that m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2. This will give you the x coordinate of point P. X coordinate of point P you will be getting by taking m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and comma y coordinate you will be getting by taking m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This will give you the y coordinate of a point P. Okay, now let me change the data, everything. Suppose your x1, y1, x2, y2, m1, m2, everything just got changed. And I'm telling you that now you are having the coordinate of a point A as, let's say, 3, 7, and coordinate of a point B is, let's say, 5, 8. And the ratio in which the point P is dividing is 2:3. Now you can clearly see the data. What we are supposed to do, we have to find the coordinate of a point P by use section formula. Section formula says that just use the formula. Okay, you will be getting the x coordinate by doing what? X coordinate you will be getting by taking m1. This is your m1, this is your m2. Okay, x1, y1, x2, y2, you already know. I'm talking about AB. So 2 into 5. But here I am not telling that whatever way you will take. I'm not saying that even if whatever is x2, we are calling this one as a x1, y1, and we are calling this one as a x2, y2. Here, I am not telling you that you can take x1, y1 as a x2, y2 and x2, y2 as a x1, y1 and your answer will not change. Your answer will change. So strictly you have to see in question what is given. A, B. AB is divided by a point P in this ratio. So you will take A as x1, y1, B as x2, y2. If in question it is says that there is a straight line MN. So your M will be x1, y1, N will be x2, y2. And the first one will be M1, other one will be M2. Getting it? The ratio. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have to use the formula. C formula says that you have to take M1 and multiply it with X2. We have done that. Now it says take M2 and multiply it with X1. Take M2 and multiply it with X1. So I'm going to multiply 3 into 3. I'm going to multiply 3 into 3. M1x2 plus M2x1 by M1 plus M2. Our M1 is 2, our M2 is 3. Got it? This will give you x coordinate, just x coordinate. Okay, if you will do the calculation by using border mass, 5 2 times 10, 3 3 times 9 over 3 plus 2 5. That means you are going to just get the x coordinate, that is 19 by 5, that is your x coordinate. Still you need to find the y coordinate in this manner only. You can just see the formula. Section formula says that take m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This formula may look like oh my god, so many terms are there, but once you will start solving question, this will become really easy. Okay, so you have to take m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Your m1 is 2, y1 y2, everything must be clear to you, otherwise you will end up doing miscalculation, your answer will be wrong. Okay, so m1 y2 is 8, your m1 is 2 and y2 is 8 plus m2 is 3, y1 is 7 over m1 plus m2 again. So the same 2 plus 3. This will give you just y coordinate. That means 8 2 times 16. Okay. Plus 7 3 times 21 over 5. That means 16 1 17. You can just add 6 plus 1 7 and 2 plus 1 3. 37 by 5. This is the coordinate. We can keep the coordinate in fractional form also. Is it clear how we are getting the coordinate of a point P by using the section formula? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Inan, Samya, is it clear to all of you? And this formula, specifically you are learning in class 10, when your point P is dividing the line internally. So anytime if in your question internally word is mentioned, don't get confused. Okay, it is dividing our point internally. Point P is dividing AB internally, means from inside it is dividing. In between, somewhere it is just lying in between A and B. That's called internally it is dividing. Point P is dividing the line AB internally in the ratio M1 is to M2. Internally in the ratio. That means if you are thinking that internally what? So you can have a straight line AB and there may be a point P over here which is lying outside. And I am saying that P is dividing AB externally in the ratio. Okay, your AP is to BP ratio. I will give it to you. Maybe the ratio will be 7:2. Now that point P is dividing externally, which is not there in our syllabus. Okay, that point P is dividing. If you are thinking dividing means just to cut it, but that one is not getting cut it. So I mean dividing it, just separating in two parts. Dividing it means separating in two parts. One is AP, another is BP. One is AP, another is BP. That's called separation, separating it in two parts. The line AB is getting separated in two parts. Maybe the point can be lying inside, maybe the point P can be lying outside. In our syllabus, we are having the point P which is lying inside AB, somewhere in between AB. Making sense?
Ma'am, in this case, the ratio is 5:2, right? AP by
Can you
BP
please
is equal to
repeat?
7/2. Ma'am, you gave an example 7/2 AP by BP, right?
Yeah.
In that case, the ratio is 5:2, right?
Particular case you will never ever encounter. That's what I'm telling you, that in future you will encounter that there is a point P which is dividing our line in externally in this ratio. That you will encounter, that you will get in future in class 11 straight line chapter. But here you will get a point is dividing internally. See, I'm again and again repeating because in your question, if internally word is mentioned, please don't get confused. This is only there in your syllabus. The formula which you have seen over here, only this one is there in your syllabus, nothing else. Getting it?
Ma'am, then like dividing externally means it's beyond AP.
Yeah, dividing externally means the point P will sitting beyond AB, and we will be having the ratio given to us as AP by BP. Now ratio can be, okay, ratio can be anything. AP can be a bigger number, maybe 8, maybe 18, and BP can be a smaller number, maybe just 3, like this. Got it? This is not there in our syllabus. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, why I said internally, because you will encounter in your question written internally, and you can ask me that why it is written internally, because we are understanding find means find, the coordinate means we understand of the point which divide the line segment joining. Find the coordinate of the point which divide the line segment joining this and this in the ratio 3:1 internally. Everything we got it, but why internally is written over there? So just to inform you that there are cases which is not internally, which you will do in future. Okay, formula is same, m1x2 m2x1 m1 plus m2. Again, I'm showing you this one in exercise. If this type of question will be there, I will just mark it that you will be able to do. Let's do this one again. Don't see this one. Okay, this calculation will be doing our way. So for finding the, you can find this way as well. Okay, for finding the x coordinate, for the point P, the formula was m1x2 plus m2x1 by m1 plus m2. That will give you the x coordinate of a point P. And for finding the y coordinate, The way we did previously, that way also you can do, or this way also you can do. Okay, this completely both are same thing. Next, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. You just put the value. This is your m1, this is your m2, this is your x1 y1, this is your x2 y2. And m1 is 3, x2 is 8, plus m2 is 1, x1 is 4, over m1 plus m2, 3 plus 1 is 4. You just do the calculation, you will be getting the answer. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's called section formula. The first type of question already you have seen. The next type of question I will show you, where you have to find the ratio. Question example number 7. Okay, 2 questions like this we will be doing, and then we will be done with the next type of question also. So yeah, let's see it. In what ratio does the point, this point, the point, this point divide the line segment joining A and B? That means this time P coordinate, that too is given to you. Okay, apart from the coordinate of A, B, P is also provided to you. And what you have to find, in what ratio? In what ratio? Ratio you have to find. So you know P coordinate is minus 4 comma 6. You know the coordinate of A is minus 6 comma 10. You know the coordinate of B is 3 comma minus 8. And you just have to find the ratio. How? Again, by using the same formula. That is, so here P is given, A is given, B is given. We have to find M1 is to M2. The formula says that X coordinate is M1 X2 plus M2 X1 by M1 plus M2. Okay, X coordinate we know. For P, you already know the X coordinate, which you were finding till now. This time it is provided to you. Yeah, you don't know M1. X2, you know that is 3, M1 into 3. Okay, plus m2, your m2 you don't know, just keep it m2 as it is. X1 you know, that is negative 6, over m1 plus m2 you don't know, you just have to calculate it. So you will simplify from here. You will be getting minus 4 is equals to 3m1 minus 6m2 by m1 plus m2. Then you will change the side. Okay, the denominator on the RHS you will be taking to the, okay, you got it. So the denominator from RHS, yes, Inan, we will check it. The denominator from RHS, you will be taking it to LHS, and that here it is in division, there it will be in multiplication. So you will end up having minus 4 multiplied with M1 plus M2. That is equals to 3M1 minus 6M2. Now just do the distributive property, that is minus 4M1 minus 4M2 is equals to 3M1 minus 6M2. Now M1 and M1 you have to take them together. M2 you have to take them together. Okay, just try maintaining m1 on one side of equal to and m2 on another side of equal to. Directly you will be getting the ratio without even taking the y coordinate in consideration. Directly you will be able to take out the ratio from here. So we'll be having minus 4m1 minus 3m1. I said let's keep m1 m1 together and m2 m2 together. Yeah, and just maintain the side that I am maintaining m1, all the m1 I'm keeping on LHS and all the m2 I'll be keeping on RHS. So we are having minus 6 m2 over here plus 4 m2. Minus 4 m1 minus 3 m1 will be minus 7 m1, and there minus 6 m2 plus 4 m2 will be minus 2 m2. And directly you are getting the ratio. Please check it. Please check it. Okay, you are having minus 7 into m1. So this minus 7 you can shift it to other side. You can shift it to other side and it will go in the division. And if you are telling me that yeah you know that, but what about m2? So I'm going to bring that m2 in this side. Okay, m2 is in multiplication over there. We'll be taking it on this side. Minus 2 m2 you are having, it is in multiplication. So this m2 you can bring to this side. Okay, carefully you have to do all these things one by one also you can do. I'm telling you that m1 by m2 will be minus 2 by minus 7. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay, how you do whenever you will have a fraction, that is if I will give you x by y is equals to 4 by 5, how you say that you want to multiply this 5 with x and it will be 5x, and this 4 with y and it will be 4y. Similarly you can do the reverse way also. Yes or no? Afreen, Samya, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, directly you are getting the ratio without even taking the y coordinate in consideration. So if you want to find the ratio, just one coordinate is enough, either x or y. And sometime just one coordinate will be given to you for finding the ratio. Okay, let's see the questions in the exercise. See, 2 is to 7. We were also getting the same. Minus 2 by minus 7 means 2 is to 7. Yes, Inan, you have got the 7 is to 2. Be careful, it is 2 is to 7. Find the coordinate. Find the coordinate of a point P which divide the line joining this and this. You will be able to do it very easily. Okay, m1 x2 m2 x1 m1 plus x m2, that will give you x coordinate. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2, that will give you y coordinate. Very easy. Find the coordinate of trisection. We'll be doing this one. Find the ratio in which, number 4, find the ratio in which line segment joining the point this and this is divided by this. Okay, you will be able to do ratio. You have to find exactly same question we have done, divided by this. That means this is your P, this is your A, this is your B. Okay, you just have to find the ratio. The first coordinate, you are assuming it as A. The second coordinate, you are telling that that is B. Here the sequence matters. Otherwise, your ratio will be the reciprocal 7 is to 2. That way, you may end up getting the ratio instead of 2 is to 7. So please be careful with the sequence. Find next one, number 5. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining this and this is divided by x-axis. There is a line segment joining A and B. Okay, line segment joining A and B. I'm talking about question number 5. Okay, is divided by x-axis. So this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and line segment joining A and B. Somewhere maybe A is there, somewhere maybe B is there. When we are joining A and B, we are getting that x-axis is dividing. That means x-axis, there is a point which is sitting on the x-axis that is dividing. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? If I will say that line, there is a line segment joining A and B divided by x-axis. That means you have to understand the point P this time is sitting on x-axis. Yes or no? Making sense? Are you getting it? Afrin, Rayan, Samia, Inan.
Yes.
Anyone having any doubt? If I am saying that there is a line divided by y-axis, if you are having a line divided by y-axis, that means the point P is sitting on the y-axis. Getting it? Is it
And
making
so,
to all
and
of
so
you?
the point,
Yeah.
point will be x by x and 0, right?
Hence the coordinate over here. If we will understand till here, then the next part. Okay, if you are getting till here, then I am coming to the next part, that if you are understanding that your point P is sitting on x-axis, that means the coordinate of a point P, whatever will be x, y will be 0. And again I repeated that for finding the ratio, you just need one coordinate, either x or y, you will be able to find the ratio. Okay, if I will give you the coordinate of a point A, coordinate of a point B, then you will use the formula, that is y coordinate is equals to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. We don't know the x coordinate of a point P, but why we are sure that it will be 0? Why? Because it is sitting on x-axis. On x-axis, every point's coordinate y must be 0. 0 is equals to all the value you will drop. M1, M2, you don't know. You will be able to find M1 is to M2. Getting it? Getting it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Afrin, Rayan, Samia, Inan, you are getting it. Okay, so to take out the ratio, let's take this question where it says that if the number 5, find the ratio in which line segment joining A and B is divided by x-axis. A is 1 comma minus 5, 1 comma minus 5, and B is minus 4 comma 5. And nothing is given. That coordinate of a point P is this, hence find M1 is to M2. No, it just says that AB is divided by x-axis. Just that. And hence find the coordinate. Hence find the ratio. M1 is to M2. So we will say since it is divided by x-axis, that means our point P is sitting on x-axis. Coordinate of a point P will be x comma 0. We don't know what is x, but y definitely will be 0. Hence, we are writing the formula that y coordinate is equals to m1 y2 m2 y1 m1 plus m2. We don't know m1. Okay, y2 is 5. Y2 is 5, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 is minus 5 by m1 plus m2. Now just simplify, this will go to other side, will get multiplied, distributive property will become 0. You will be having 5m1 minus 5m2. I said just maintain the side. One side you just keep m1, another side keep m2. If you will do so, you will be getting 5m1 is equals to 5m2. And from here you will get the ratio, that is m1 by m2 is equals to, okay, while doing this, switching the terms here and there, please don't get confused. Okay, if in case you are having 2m1 is equals to 3, in case if you are having 2m1 is equals to 3m2, okay, you are taking this m2 to this side, so it became 2m1 by m2, that is 3. And then you are taking this 2 to this side, going in the denominator, that is 3 by 2. Are you getting confused with the sequence, whether it is 3 by 2 or 2 by 3? Any confusion? Yes. Okay, and the last formula over here is the midpoint formula. We will see this type of more questions, the section formula, but let me introduce you the last type of question, last formula which we are having over here. That is not only here. In mathematics, if I will write that there is a 0.6 and there is a 0.8, what will be the midpoint? You will be able to find the midpoint. Okay, left end point plus right end point divided by 2. That will always give you the midpoint. Always. Not only in this chapter, it will give you midpoint anywhere by 2. If you will take 6 plus 8 by 2, okay, 14 by 2, that is 7. Of course, in between 6 and 8, 7 is there, right? Right? In between 6 and 8, 7 must be there, right? What I have written over here, I have written the left one plus right one by 2. This formula is for finding the midpoint anywhere in mathematics, anywhere. In this chapter also, I am going to tell you that if you are having a point A, point B, and if you have to find the midpoint, then the formula says that in statistics also, I will be telling you that this is the formula for finding the midpoint. Okay? Yes. If we are having the point A coordinate x1, y1, point B coordinate x2, y2, then the midpoint M will be, okay, x1 plus x2 by 2. And y coordinate you will get by doing y1 plus y2 by 2. So the same formula which you were using on the number line. In rational number chapter, recall in class 8 maybe, okay, here we are using it in coordinate form. That x1 plus x2 by 2 will give you the x coordinate of the midpoint. Y1 plus y2 by 2 will give you the y coordinate of the midpoint. If I am saying there is a point, let's say 5, 2, and here